At this point, without a stick, I'll be starting to really struggle.
Be어그릴스. I've lost it. A third of Norway is covered by forest. It's home to deer, elk and bears. Over the years, I've built many traps. Most have been aimed at catching small animals. In Norway, there are bigger beasts to go for, but the traps need to have enough force to bring them down.
A big deadfall trap like this has a huge amount of power. Yet all of that weight is held just on this little trigger. And this runs down, and then a tripwire comes across the killing zone.
I've placed an elk rib cage in the kill zone to show what damage will be inflicted. For a survivor, that's a meal, good morale, and a step towards staying alive longer. If you've got the right materials, though, you can go up a notch and build the deadliest trap of all, the Malay Gate.
It works on the power and whip of a big, bendy branch. And the power of these spikes drive straight through, pierce lungs and heart. You'd bring down a big elk with this.
Traps that can take out an elk will take you out too, so it's vital you mark them. Otherwise you could fall prey to your own trap.
To show you just how much force this generates, I'm going to put myself now into the killing zone. But obviously, I don't want it to be a literal killing zone. Let's take these spikes off.
It's time for the hunter to become the hunted.
Right, this is what security forces use for close quarter combat training, this bear.
Even with the spikes removed, this is a very strange sensation.
As soon as I move my left leg though, it's going to trigger it. It's going to go. Here we go. Just a huge amount of force. But without body armor, you're talking hospital.
And with the spikes in place, the morgue.
In a survival situation, if you're on your own and no one's looking for you, you've got to keep moving. But sooner or later, you're going to come across some big natural obstacles. And in this part of the world, that's more than likely going to be a river.
I've crossed many rivers making these programs. And they can be a hugely powerful foe. One you should only take on if there are no other options.
And I know from experience, one of the most dangerous things in the wild can be fast-moving water. If we start throwing ice and freezing conditions into it, it'll be a potentially lethal combination.
Rivers can be so deceptive. Every year people die trying to cross them.
A little easier that way.
As levels rise, it will replicate flood conditions, where the flow exerts immense force on the body, and show what little water is needed to wash you off your feet and into big trouble. Monitors will measure the volume and speed of water, and everyone must be crystal clear about what they're doing.
Okay, let's get in the zone!
I've got a safety rope, but in a survival situation, you wouldn't have that backup. You'd be on your own.
Let's open the dam.
Okay, open the dam, 20%.
20% will release almost 8,000 gallons of water a second. And it's heading right for me.
What I don't know is just what's going to happen. This whole shelf of ice upstream of me when you suddenly get a deluge of water. Okay, that's it coming, you can hear it. This is always a moment where it's all about to happen and there's not much you can do about it. You're in it now. You always want a good, wide, strong stance. to fend off whatever's coming towards you.
In this case, it's ice, and that is certainly heightening the senses.
So this has definitely risen already about a foot, and it's broken up. All of this ice is now just small bits.
The ice is gone, but the water pressure is building.
At this point, without a stick, I'll be starting to really struggle.
You suddenly realise how small you are in the face of nature's power.
Maybe at this point that I'll be thinking, okay, we're not going to get across this, it's time to go back into shallower water.
But too many people ignore their instincts and carry on. It's often the biggest mistake they ever make. But I'm going to stay in here and find the tipping point between survival and failure.
Feel my breathing go up, my heart rate go up. I'm starting to lose grip. Just literally on the tips of my toes now. That's all I've got gripping.
The water flow has increased. I'm waist deep. My feet are numb through cold, and I'm struggling to stand upright. Trying to cross a river, I would now no longer be able to move forward or backwards. I'm stuck.
You lose all the strength in your muscles, and the fight gets taken from you.
I've lost it. It's too powerful to remain standing.
Very, very close to the edge.
The raging current forces me downstream, and it's a fight to reach the safety of the bank.
It's only when you start hitting the shallows again, you start to get some strength against that.
The river was only up to my waist and flowing at 7 miles an hour, but that's enough to wash away a house. Crossing rivers is a dangerous game with very high stakes. Ignore the danger signs and you're gonna lose.
Choose your battles when it comes to the wild, and don't mess with big whitewater rivers.